Hello mga friendship! It's me, Rainy! And welcome back to my channel! I'm going to make a video. And today's video, I'm going to answer the question of everybody. Why I love living here in Malaysia? But of course, it's more fun in the Philippines! The first ever reason why I love living here in Malaysia is, of course, in the Philippines we have a natural disaster, which is typhoon, earthquake, and a lot more things you will experience in the Philippines. I also experience the earthquake and I also experience the typhoon a lot every year. During my birthday, I need to suffer because I want to have a birthday party, but nobody can even come to my party because it's typhoon day! So it's more fun in the Philippines. So, to continue, I really like here because there's no typhoon. It will rain in Malaysia, but normally it will last for few minutes or 30 minutes. The longest hour that I already experienced is like whole day, like around 12 to midnight. But it's just a small rain. It's not that heavy, unlike in the Philippines that you're going to be having a flood. There will be a flood. But of course, it's more fun in the Philippines because of course Malaysian doesn't even know how to shower outside the rain. So we always do that. If it's raining, we all go out and play along in the rain. And then there's a flood and they're playing also in the flood. So it's more fun in the Philippines. So that is the first thing why I love staying here in Malaysia. There's no natural disaster. I love it so much. So if it's sunny, it's sunny. If it's raining, it's raining. Nothing else. No earthquake, no typhoon. So that's why I love staying in Malaysia. Maybe I'm already used to it. So when I go back to Philippines last time when I visit, I remember I visit back home 5 years ago. Oh my God, I experienced again the typhoon. I even stranded inside the mall. So I stayed in the mall until midnight, and then only when I can feel like the flood is getting low, then only I go back. And then actually I didn't go back home because at my home the flood is very high. So I go to my friend's house near the mall. So I stay over there. So it's more fun in the Philippines. But I love here because I don't experience being stranded inside the mall the whole night and the whole midnight. So I don't need to even like sitting and then worrying how am I going back home. So, okay, so the number 2 why I love living in Malaysia. Of course, we all love to use handphone, right? Handphone. So, everyone like to use phone while walking outside, right? So here in Malaysia, we can use phone even you go out, you can walk, you can use phone, you are inside the train, you're inside the public places, or anywhere in Malaysia, you can use your phone freely without the fear that someone will gonna snatch your phone. You cannot bring out your phone. One of the good things, if you are with your friend walking along, you don't need to use phone, and then you can chit-chat down when you are walking. So that's more fun in the Philippines. You can chit-chat with your friend, or you can chit-chat with all the gang when you are walking, going to the place that you want to go. Or like example, you want to go to school, you want to walk going to school, you don't need to use the phone because you are scared that someone will snatch it. One of the things that I like here in Malaysia, why I love living in Malaysia, because I'm not worrying about the bad guys outside. So it's like that. So number 3, why I love living in Malaysia. Number 3 is because of the food. Actually, I love Philippine food. I love my own country food. I love eating my own food. But of course, in Malaysia, I can try everything. When I come to Malaysia, I can try Indian food. And then I can eat Malay food. And then they have Chinese food. A lot of varieties of food. And then of course, there is Vietnamese food also here. There's also Thai food. So it's like a lot of varieties of food that you can try here in Malaysia. But of course, one of the best among all, I love to eat chicken rendang for Malay food. Chicken rendang. But of course, in Indian, they like curry. So I like fish curry. Then when Chinese food, I love pan mi. So for Thai food, of course, tom yum. So a lot of varieties of food. And then one of the good thing here, when you want to eat, it's not too expensive, unlike in the Philippines. I love Philippines, but it's too expensive to eat in the Philippines. Like example, I go back home last time. I love to eat Jollibee. It's a fast food. But last time there is 29ers. I still remember when I was in the Philippines, there's 29ers. When I go back to the Philippines, oh my god, I'm so shocked about the pricing. And then of course here in Malaysia, I know the price already. It's almost close, but I think the price of the food here is more cheaper than in the Philippines. So you can eat a lot of food because you can find cheap food. Like example, you want to eat mixed rice, which is in the Philippines we call it karinderya. Here is mixed rice. And then mamak food, that one also you can buy more cheaper food. So it's like around 5 ringgit, 6 ringgit, 7 ringgit. Until 10 ringgit you can spend your food or one meal. That's why I love staying in Malaysia. So it's much cheaper here than in the Philippines. But I really love our own country food. It's more fun in the Philippines because of Jollibee. So the next thing why I love staying in Malaysia, actually they have a lot of holidays. They have a lot of festivals in Malaysia. Actually, for Chinese, they have Chinese New Year. Of course, we have Christmas, New Year. And then for Indian, they have Deepavali. For Malay, they have Hari Raya. And there are a lot more of holidays in Malaysia. Like example, 1 month there's I think like 2, 3 or 4 holidays. So a lot of holidays in Malaysia. So you can experience a lot of festivals in Malaysia. That's why I love living here. Also, I can learn more about our other cultures. And then for the next one, why I love living in Malaysia. Cause actually, there's so-called in the Philippines neighbors. Here in Malaysia also we have neighbors, right? This is quite funny, you know. In Malaysia, you have neighbors. But normally, you are not really close friends, or you're not talking that much to your neighbors. Like example, I'm staying here, my neighbor is... I love living in Malaysia because there's a peace of mind. You don't need to worry about the gossip and the chismosa. Yeah, that's it. That's one of the reasons why I love living in Malaysia. I have a peaceful life. I really have my peace of mind here. So, and then actually, one of the reason why I love staying in Malaysia, actually I'm living in Manila. Manila is a very, how to say, Manila is a very developed place already. Like example, there's a lot of buildings, there's a lot of malls, there's a lot of so many condominium. So there is no trees anymore. You cannot really see the nature. Unlike here in Malaysia, I'm staying in the city. I'm staying in Kuala Lumpur. But the good thing is, every time I walk outside, there is a garden, or there is a lot of trees. And I love the most is I can see a lot of different species of birds here in Malaysia. Just walking around, or just walking going to my work, I can see all the types of different types of birds that I cannot see. Normally you can see them inside the zoo, but of course how come you want, or you really want to go to the zoo every time just to see those birds that they are just freely flying, freely walking around you, and then they are not even scared of people. So no, that is one of the reasons why I love living in Malaysia. I can see the real nature. I can see, actually I really love to see those long-legged birds like flamingo, like that. But they are not. They have their own name, but actually I really don't know what types of birds are there. I want to know more about it. So that is one of the reasons why I stay in Malaysia and why I love living in Malaysia. I can see the real nature. There are birds, there are trees. There are... Actually, on the way to my work, if I want to walk, I can see people, they are doing fishing. Actually, they can still go fishing here. Unlike in the Philippines, you really need to go to the provinces. Only then you can really experience how you can go for. One of the reasons why I love living in Malaysia, I can see the real nature. I can see... Actually, I really love to see those long-legged birds like flamingo, like that. But they are not. They have their own name, but actually I really don't know what types of birds are there. I want to know more about it. So that is one of the reasons why I stay in Malaysia and why I love living in Malaysia. I can see the real nature. There are birds, there are trees. There are... Actually, on the way to my work, if I want to walk, I can see people, they are doing fishing. Actually, they can still go fishing here. Unlike in the Philippines, you really need to go to the provinces. Only then you can really experience how you can go fishing. Unlike here, I'm in Kuala Lumpur, but you can go for fishing anytime because there's some areas in Kuala Lumpur that you can go for fishing. So, but it's more fun in the Philippines because I really miss Philippines, but I also love living in Malaysia. So that's all for now, and I hope that I answered the question, why do you love to stay in Malaysia? That is actually, they always ask me, why you love living in Malaysia? Because I'm already 7 years in Malaysia, and I still never answer those people who ask me why you love living in Malaysia. So now I already answered. I hope you all are satisfied with the answers and why I love living in Malaysia. And I hope you can also visit Malaysia. I'm not Malaysian, I'm a Filipino, but I'm trying to invite other people for you to experience, to come to Malaysia and experience what I am experiencing here also. Although they don't have winter here, I don't care, but I love because I'm very comfortable living here. So if you like this video, guys, I hope you like this video. I hope that you will subscribe to my channel. Please like, subscribe, comment down below, and hit the notification button to be updated with all my new, you are updated to my new videos. And follow me in Instagram, Facebook page, TikTok. And thank you for watching. And spread the love around the world, guys. Thank you for watching.
갑자기 내게 나타나준 너, 난 아무 말도 할 수가 없었지. 첫눈에 반한다는 이야기가 널 보는 순간 이해가 됐어. 매번 야야야야야 불러 널 야야야야 내 맘을 고백하려고